Okay, I think I'm going to call this Tara and the Fall of Man. What do you think? Think that's a good idea? Too late. I'm not going to record this again. Um, no, seriously, this is a very interesting story. So I think you'll get a lot out of it. And so let's begin, shall we? Tara and the Fall of Man. Tara is the planet counterpart of Earth located in Harmonic Universe 2. That's dimensions 4, 5, and 6. Obviously, we're in Harmonic Universe 1, where the Terraniism were originally seeded approximately 560 million years ago, okay, on Tara. Approximately 550 million years ago, the power generator crystals deep underground in Alania, yeah, that's a continent of Tara. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Should. That power generator exploded due to the Templar Solar Innates misuse of power. Now, and that's a particular group. It actually was a pretty early group. In other words, they weren't um, too long formed after this, you know, accident took place. So, through the misuse of power from Tara's planetary core, this created a chain reaction of implosions within Tara's planetary grid. Now, portions of Tara's grid were blown apart and fragmented, becoming detached from the morphogenic field of the planet. The fragments of Tara's planetary grid became dismembered and fell in vibration. And they were pulled into a sun within Tara's universe, vaporized, and the morphogenic field carried in those fragments was pulled into a black hole at the center of this sun and reemerged into a galaxy within the lower dimensional fields of Harmonic Universe 1, where we reside. Entering this system as a gaseous substance, this morphogenic field broke into pieces, which set up a mini solar system around a star within an already existing Harmonic Universe 1 solar system. This one that we're in. One of the 12 pieces of Tara fragmented morphogenic field fused with this sun, our sun, while the 11 other pieces began to build up matter density and re-manifest their forms through their portion of the morphogenic field. These planets did not birth into existence in the usual accretion fashion, for they carried with them the organizational imprint of part of Tara's planetary grid morphogenic field. These planets did not birth into Harmonic Universe, they fell into it, literally. So, literally, they fell in vibration, right? And then reorganized through the morphogenic field of a star and re-manifested within a slower vibrating dimensional scale. So the 12 planets entering Harmonic Universe 1 550 million years ago are the planets of our local solar system. That is Mercury, Venus, Earth, right? Mars, Maldek, which we know imploded, and that's what the asteroid belt is. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and yes, Nibiru. And your sun, the part of Tara, or part of Tara's morphogenic fields that fused with this already existing non Taran sun. So the fragments of Tara became part of the unified field morphogenic field structure of Harmonic Universe 1. This event of Tara's cataclysm became known as the fall of man, the consequence of the beings who were blown apart in Tara's fall also fell into Harmonic Universe 1. They became ripped from the race morphogenic field at Tara's core and disengaged from their original soul matrices or matrices through which they needed to evolve in order to pass out of the time matrix and dimensionalized systems and return to source as pure consciousness. It's all about expansion and contraction. What we call ascension is actually contraction. These souls became trapped in time, fragmented in units of consciousness within the unified field of Harmonic Universe 1, and they would have remained there if there was not a rescue mission. That rescue mission is known as the Covenant of Palador. Emente was the part of Tara's planetary core that connected energetically to the portals upon the continent of Mu. Mu. Sound familiar? Lemuria. Should. So there we go. That's a little brief rundown. Now there's actually quite a few things here to cover. It's like, okay, what's this Terranism thing, right? What's that? And also, what is, I mean, kind of gave away what the Covenant of Palador was, but there's a story behind all that too as well, you know. And now we can see where the term Amente or the halls of Amente come from. Here, Amente was part of Tara's planetary core that connected energetically to the portals upon the continent of Mu. It's like, okay, where was Mu? You've probably seen this one term here, which was Alania, right? That is a continent of Tara. What does that sound like to you? What does Alania sound like to you? Does it sound familiar? It should. So, you know, we'll follow up on this with, those other things I was referring to, the Covenant of Palador and Halls of Amente and this race, Terranism, right, that is used for that term. We can cover that. Look at the idea of the angelic human and the reason why the angelic human was created, and looking at the halls of Amente or Amente, right, and allow it to all come together, you know, make more sense of the big picture as it would be. All right, folks, blessings to you. And remember, you are the love that you have always been. I encourage you to be proactive. You're here for a mission. Find out what your mission is, get busy doing it, and express it through love, all right? Because time waits for no one here. I've had this huge wake up call in respect to that within the past 4 months of my life. It has been very overwhelming, but it has quickened me, even though it's been extremely difficult. And I encourage you, do while you can do. As the expression goes, while there's still daylight, work. And you're here for a particular purpose, so make use of that purpose in your time the best that you can. Blessings, peace.